You weren't the source. Did you meet the source?
No, I was very careful to make sure that I didn't know the source's name. I didn't want to know what he or she looked like or how many there were. Both John Wick, the person who asked my help, and I have some experience in dealing with highly secret, confidential information, so it was important that if for whatever reason one or both of us were arrested, that we'd be able to give as little information away as possible.
So you still don't know the name of this person?
No, and I don't want to.
Do you know where they worked?
I'm terribly sorry, Jeremy. It's important that this whistleblower is protected from possible repercussions, and I can't discuss anything about it.
Once you had seen this information, what did you think?
When John Wick originally telephoned and asked me to help make this information public, he told me what he had or could gain access to, make available, which was every expense of every MP of every party going back 5 years. I immediately thought, this is dynamite. It's big trouble. I could be arrested, deported, or disappeared. So I just said, yeah, sure, John, I'll help you.
You then took this information to various sources you hoped would publish it.
I didn't physically handle the information at all. I was able to arrange for it to appear where it needed to appear, but at all times protecting the source was one of the main considerations, and protecting the security of the data. So,
is it not true that this information was in fact hawked around various newspapers?
No, it is not true.
How many newspapers were approached with it?
2 newspapers were approached before I was asked for help. And then I thought it would be a very simple, straightforward job. All I had to do was approach one decent newspaper, and that would be the end of it. But to my great surprise, it turned out to be one of the most difficult, complicated, and long-running projects of my entire life. I would have to just say several newspapers were approached from several different newspaper groups.
And several of them declined it?
No one declined it. Everybody was keen to have it, but they wanted it on their own terms, and that was unacceptable to the whistleblowers and was unacceptable to me. One of the prime conditions was that whichever newspaper did get the exclusive had to be willing to cover every MP who'd misbehaved from whatever party.
And some of the newspapers only wanted to cover MPs belonging to a party they weren't sympathetic to.
There is at least one newspaper who wanted to use it to destroy
Which
one
newspaper
party.
Was that?
I'm terribly sorry, but all of that specifics I can't.
Eventually, the Telegraph published it. How much did they pay for it?
Well, there have been reports of figures as high as $350,000. We've seen a clip talking about people hawking it around and selling stolen goods. Speaker of the House said we had to be arrested because we'd then sell it to criminals or tourists. The answer is nobody involved in this did it for money. I have not, until tonight,
Has
Jeremy...
money changed hands?
Until tonight, Jeremy, I haven't received a single penny from anybody for this. Being on your show tonight, I get 50 quid and cab fare home. That's the extent of the payments I actually will be seeing from this.
You personally, perhaps. But has the original whistleblower or any intermediary received any money?
There were a number of conditions that we needed to impose on whichever newspaper got the story. Clearly, the confidential details of the specifics with the Telegraph, and indeed other discussions I had with other newspapers, must remain confidential. I will say, though, that there were conditions which involved protecting the sources, and that included the possibility of legal defense.
So money did change hands?
No, I can't say. I can't discuss the specifics of the details, but I can say.
I'm not discussing specifics. It's a general question. Money changed hands.
I can't confirm that happened. I can tell you that no one did it for money. I can tell you that I wasn't.
I'm not asking about why they did it. I'm asking what happened.
I know what you're asking, and I'm sorry I can't discuss the specifics of the.
Because you appreciate the damage that this has done. I mean, there has been nothing in living memory that has damaged MPs in the way that this disclosure has.
This, I believe, is the biggest exclusive scoop in 100 years.
And if money was involved, that would put it in a rather different light, wouldn't it?
I can see why you might think that. In actual fact, I don't think it would, but I can see why you'd feel that, which is why I can reassure you that people like me, who did take substantial risks, didn't do it for money and haven't been paid a penny.
Are you proud of what you did?
I'm extremely proud of it, yes. Thank you, Jeremy.
Henry Gewanter, thank you.